Hey, good morning guys. Volatile 42 here on my new Interceptor 650. This is the second real ride I'm on today. And well, like I said, I wanted to go on a slightly longish ride, about a couple of 100 kilometers. But today I don't think I'm going to be going that far. But I'm just out riding on some of these back roads because those are more fun when you are limited to about 100 kilometers per hour because of the running in restrictions. And yeah, I mean, you can go through the gears more often, through the rev range up to 4,000 RPM. And you can probably break in your tires also a little more on these roads because they are a little more curvy than the usual 4 or 6 lane highways. I'm not sure exactly where I'm headed. I'm just kind of I'll probably just go through these roads, kind of make a circuit back home. Like I said, it's not very easy to stay within 4,000 RPM when you're accelerating, but once you get up to speed, you can stay within that on the higher gears. It's a nice wintry weather here in Bangalore, which is not very common. You just get it for a few days in the peak of winter, around the end of December and the first couple of weeks in January. So it's good, you don't get to see such weather usually, unless it's raining. But today it's nice and cloudy and cool, but not raining yet. I'm still trying to get used to this bike, so I'm gonna take it easy, and try not to put myself in a situation where I have to rely on my instinct, because I may not be making the right moves on a totally new kind of bike. Really like the sound the exhausts make, when you decelerate. It's not exactly a diesel pop. I mean, you get few pops sometimes, but just the exhaust itself, it's a nice burble when you decelerate. How do I like the performance? It's quite good. It's a little less than what my Harley used to be, I think, slightly less, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, maybe a little more fun than what my Harley was. One good thing Royal Enfield does is they give you a dual tone horn. So there are two horns with slightly different frequencies. So when they go off together, they make a nice sound. What are they building here? Gas station? Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a big one. Oh, what's happened to the road here? Which way should I go now? I'm not sure, actually. I'll go left. Because don't know where the road goes to the right. That would usually be going towards home. So right now I want to head away from home. So yeah, I'll stop a little later and check the map to see where I am and which way I should go. There isn't a good shoulder to stop on. Maybe here. Alright, let me stop here. Well, you know why you need an off-roader in India. Even if you're not into off-roading, for such scenarios, you know, it's good to have a bike that's at least somewhat capable of off-roading, even if it's not a purpose-built off-roader. And this is okay so far. You know, as I say, once you've got some experience on these roads, you would say that pretty much any bike can do some off-roading. How well they do it and how comfortable you'd be doing it, that's what varies. Even if you get a super sport bike, you can still do such roads, albeit they may be a little too low. They may strike the bottom on some places, and you would probably have some difficulty handling them, but they can do it. So this one, fortunately, it's pretty good. You know, it has a pretty neutral stance handling, and it's got decent ground clearance too. Nice place to stop, huh? I think. Okay guys, I just stopped to show you some things. I did give you a very brief walk around of the bike in my last video, but let me show you a few things that I've done. You know, some add-ons that I've added. So I added these black engine protectors, engine guards. So these are the compact ones, and they also have some bigger ones which I don't like the looks of. So these are the not stock, but original Royal Enfield accessories. I wanted the stainless steel color, which would be the same color as the engine case here. But they only had the black in stock, so I got that, and it's looking good, I think, because the Baker Express color, it has quite a bit of black parts, like the wheels and the fenders, so the black blends in pretty well. So what else? I also got the sump protector, sump guard. I think even though the bike has a decent ground clearance, it's good to have. And also, since the oil filter is kind of exposed, you certainly don't want that to get punctured by rocks or whatever. So that's that. And what else did I get? I also got these fork gaiters, primarily to protect the fork seals, from all the dirt. You can see how much dirt it has collected already. So those are pretty much the only things I got, I think. Was there anything else? No, that's all. Those are all the original Royal Enfield parts. And then I got these tank pads from Motone. These are slightly expensive, of course, by Indian standards, but I think they're good quality. I like the looks, and more importantly, they let me grab the tank with my knees, I mean, I could do that without them as well, but these give you some additional width to hold them more comfortably. And also, I don't have to worry about scratching the tank with my knees. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the add-ons that I have now. I need to get a clock because there is no clock on the instrumentation of this bike. So currently I'm kind of undecided on what kind of clock to get. I would prefer to have an analog clock. You get some for a pretty good price that just fits or mounts on the handlebars. And there's a tiny analog clock similar to a watch, So those would go well with the classic theme of the bike. Ideally, I would like to get a voltage display as well, just to keep an eye on the charging system, to make sure I don't get stranded somewhere with a dead battery. It's good to have, and there are some displays which have a clock and the voltage display integrated, along with, I think, a temperature display. But the ones I saw, they don't look very good, There are some which look good, but they're not waterproof, which is necessary for a motorcycle application. And some which are waterproof, they don't look good. So I still haven't decided on what to get. So currently I don't have a way of seeing the time unless I have my phone mounted. Okay, time to join the dual carriageway. Alright guys, so I just made a brief stopover at the dealership to collect my road tax receipt, and I also just got my registration number. So I just have to order and get the number plates, and then I'll be fully ready to ride just about anywhere. So that was a nice ride, not that long, not even 200 kilometers. I think it was around 140 to 150 kilometers, which is still good because it wasn't that long in terms of the duration, and it was mostly on secondary and tertiary roads. So yeah, the overall speed was lower, but great for running in, as you saw, you know. A good variance in the engine speed. That's what you need for run-in, actually. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, the bike is really good for riding a little slowly on such roads, but it can quite comfortably do faster speeds as well on the dual carriageways. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next ride. Take care and ride safe. Volatile 42 signing off. Bye bye.